Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to my Sonic 3 and Knuckles replay, playing as Sonic. And good thing we got rid of the annoying or boring zones. Or yeah, basically some double zone. And this one is not that bad. Just doing second half of this one. This is kind of a length level, but it's not too bad. I have a bubble, in case you're wondering. I replayed the first zone. I ended up resetting the game, and almost got squished right there. Yeah, I had to reset the game and I was forced to replay the first zone, or the first act of this zone. And I got this bubble from a bonus game, right before the boss. I don't think you can get any bubble in this zone. You can get either electrical shield or the fire one. Oh, this is for another... Okay, I thought it was for a Super Emerald bonus game. Remember, I am not supposed to get into any of those. Never. But else I will lose my supersonic powers. Oh yeah, you can actually get a bubble here. Makes no sense, but still. I'm invisible at the moment, so I don't have too much to worry about until now. Yeah. Remember, you are protected against these guys. Remember what I told you, it says 100 points, but you don't get 100 points. Alright, I'm playing this basically to see if I can get the fire immediately. Nice. Plus an extra life. It couldn't be better. I mean, yeah, it could have been better getting more rings and all that. If I eventually need to morph into Supersonic. I think there is a Super Emerald bonus game down there, down that pit I just passed by. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a Super Emerald. No. But there are secrets, regardless. I think it's in this one. Yeah, that's the one. There are like 2 or 3 of these Super Emeralds in here, especially in this level. For the ones who didn't get all of them. Oh yeah, about the Knuckles run, I was receiving a couple of comments when I was asking the question in the first part about me playing or doing the replay of Knuckles run immediately, right after this one, or you can actually wait for it as I do other replays. A couple of people actually wanted me to do the Knuckles run, because, or at least they didn't bother me to do it right away. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. We'll be working on the Knuckles run right after I'm done with this one. Actually, after this episode, there should be like only one more. And yeah, I can get to the Knuckles one, which is shorter in theory. A little bit shorter than Sonic's. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, not even the first 7 emeralds are a real requirement for you to play all of the levels as Knuckles, which is a requirement indeed for Sonic for playing the Doomsday Zone, if you guys are aware of that. That's why I bothered to do all of this emerald shit, at least the first ones, as Sonic, but I don't think it's really a requirement for Knuckles. And it is harder to get the emeralds as Knuckles. There are less big rings to get into. I sure will have chances, but not as many as Sonic. As playing as Sonic. So if I end up not getting the emeralds, so be it. I'm not gonna be retrying. When did I morph? Oh, don't worry. And we go to the last part. I really like this area. This sub-area of Lava Reef Act 2. Which you cannot play it as playing as Knuckles. It's pretty nice. Actually, the very first time I beat the game, this Sonic and Knuckles specifically, was playing as Knuckles. so I got the feeling that it was kind of incomplete. Actually, you cannot even play the Death X Zone playing as Knuckles. I cannot get it? No. Fucked it up. So yeah, when I played it as Sonic, like a year later, 2 years later after that, I was super excited because I realized you can play even more zones playing as Sonic. I think you can get the fire one in here? Yeah. So you can fight the boss without worries. I would have liked to get in here with enough rings in case it was necessary to morph into Super Sonic, which I doubt it's the case. That's weird, the surface, the upper part of the lava looks kind of glitchy. Again, it's not even a problem from emulators. This is the actual Virtual Console version. I don't know, that effect that didn't appear in emulators. So yeah, you basically have to dodge all of these bombs. He has to receive like 12 of those bombs as the amount of hits for you to win. Three more, I believe. 3 more hits should be enough. Well, 2. I don't know, 11, 12 hits, something like that. More than 8, that's for sure. So now we're heading to the Hidden Palace. There are no more chances for you to get emeralds. If you didn't get it until this level, you're fucked, basically. And you will have the big encounter against Knuckles. Yeah, that big adjective was obviously an irony. Do it? Okay, this one doesn't give you any shield. Like I needed one. The big battle. Look at this. So easy. And he keeps doing the same. As it's gonna change anything. Keeping your distance actually is not gonna do you any good, Knuckles. Easiest fucking battle ever. Tough guy. Ended up being a piece of shit. So yeah, as you can see, I didn't activate any of the Super Emeralds. You're supposed to be taken here. Whenever you get to this big rings. I need to wait. Sadly, he's being cool to me now. Now he's super tired. Yeah, because I kicked his ass and Robotnik electrocuted the shit out of him. So yeah. Alright, let's play the Sky Sanctuary. Oh yeah, you don't die here. It's not the little enemies you have to deal with on the way. I don't know if there are so many. Also. Oh my god. I have played this game enough times. Oh yeah, when you see that flying thing, that means there will be a little kind of Robotnik guy. Oh, I passed by the guy in the first one. So, when you play as Knuckles, when fighting bosses, instead of fighting actual Dr. Robotnik, you fight one of these guys, I think. piloting one of those machines, flying machines, whatever. I totally hit him first. Whatever, video game. And let's see some retro bosses here, speaking of bosses. Well, here is the Metal Sonic, Blue Metal Sonic. I guess it's a different one from one you see on Sonic CD. Again, I just play the games for the action value, not for the plots. So, any Sonic fan with no life out there, please tell me what the difference is. If you want. If you feel so offended for what I said, well, don't respond and hate me. Because internet. I've been such an asshole today. I mean, yeah. Also today. Okay. This is not a level for morphing into Supersonic, honestly. Oh yeah, more retro bosses. Well, these ones, including the previous one, were... The difficulty of those bosses was decreased, that's for sure. Because you can hit him more times from this point. So you don't even have to wait for the guy to bring all the X again. As in Sonic 2. Well, I guess that's understandable. Okay, I'm getting in here to get some shield. Whatever shield will do. I'm not demanding. No shield at all. Mr. Bubbles is mine, and now I'm leaving. Okay, I lost the actual way. There? No, come from here. Alright, I'm waiting for the thing. Yeah, I was expecting to be in a good spot and not get touched by the spikes. Whoa. Almost fucked it up. I mean... yeah, I would end up backtracking. I wouldn't die if I fell in something like that. I don't think there is an endless pit. Or bottomless pit. Oops. Could be a good time for Supersonic. I wouldn't discard it. Do I have to fight him now? No, I think there is one more checkpoint before that. Oh, there's a guy here. You get tricked by all the little animals, cute bunnies, cute chicken. Well, couldn't get any shield. So I guess I will fight this Metal Sonic as Supersonic to make it faster, I don't know. This is tough. Still above the 100 rings, not bad. So, I was thinking of stopping this part here, but... might end up being kind of a long video. More than half an hour, maybe. You know what? Let's continue. We are pretty much at the very end of this. Usually these last parts of playthroughs that I've been doing in the last year or so tend to be very long. But I guess I will let you watch it, or, you know, I want to upload more videos in a few more days for you to catch up, and then I can record more. Yeah, that's the only one thing I'm not fully comfortable with my own videos, the time difference. At some point last year, I remember I was doing half an hour for all of my videos, but now I'm focusing on progressing certain amount of levels instead of playing for a certain amount of time. But yeah, I actually like this half an hour type of self-policy, self-imposed policy. I don't know. But yeah, I understand that for a very long video, or in the case of me uploading an 1 hour and a half long live stream, for example, it would be better to wait a few days until you upload the next video for people to catch up. They can watch certain amount of time one day and leave the rest for the next day. I don't know, ideas like that. I want the checkpoint. Not gonna get in the bonus game though. This is the one shield that will be useful for the rest of the level. The rest of the zone, I would say. You just need to wait. You can try to get those shields and ring monitors. At this point I don't need any of those things. Egg, 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 egg. Oh, you still can survive that because you have the electricity shield. Oh, I wasn't aware of this. Oh, might be helpful. Yeah, very. In a part like this, which is very slow, you depend on that platform to survive. Did I fuck it up? Yeah, I did. Before a checkpoint, imagine that. At least I know where that thing is. It would be very useful to get it. Anything there? No. I think in that part where you could try to get monitors, including a shield, I will do so. I don't know. This one. Let's see if that is a good idea first. Hold on. Gotta make a couple of blind jumps. Probably wasn't a great idea. Can I make it from there? I would need to make a very high jump. I mean, not that high. But yeah, it's not as easy as it looked. Ah, good timing right there. Excellent timing. Yeah, that's the shield at least. Can I reach it? I come from here, okay. Land first. Yeah, I guess it was worth it. Okay. Yeah, I was getting nervous by that missile, so that was close. Down here. Yeah, here's the thing. So I can save some time in this annoying part. Where did I die? Right before a checkpoint. I'm playing this bonus game. To get a shield. Protection, survival is more important than anything else for me. Yeah, I got the repeat thing. Oh, good thing, the very first shield that showed up and that I grabbed was the electrical one. Oh yeah, this part. I thought this part was in the next act. You have to hit the 3 things on one side and the 3 others on the other. Well, that was fast. That's what she said too. 30. What the fuck? Why isn't... It wasn't letting me go by that part. Actually, I can't skip this, I think. I don't know what would be faster or slower in this case. I missed the chance to get rings, if anything, but... yeah, many. Oh yeah, let's go to boss. Actually, you can just go and do supersonic right away. Yeah, on purpose. This boss is not too difficult, of course challenging is the word to look for here. But you need to be patient, wait for the guys to explode. You got a second phase. 6 hits, that will do. So we have around 20 minutes of progress in this video. Yeah, perfect. I think it won't be a very long video, not a 40-minute video, probably a bit less than that. Again, I'm a little worried about this. I mean, I don't really do very short videos anymore. I don't do 10 minutes, at least 15 or 20 as a minimum. Nah. Would have liked the shield right away. So yeah, the big difference between this act and the previous one is the gravity bullshit. I think there was an extra life up there. I believe so. Still a little confused with the controls, no visibility frames there. Well, I will make sure to get these shields I didn't get in the previous attempts. Because I always forget about that part, that's all. There we go. Yeah, you gotta make a very fast jump. I think in one of these sides there is another shield. Yeah, that's the one. That was close. Gotta be careful with some of these jumps, because they are... What the fuck is this? I didn't remember this part at all. I took another path accidentally. Trust me, never saw those switches ever. Like in 15 years playing this game. 15 years since the first time I played this game, I mean. Fuck. Just on for supersonic, I think. Yeah! Did they change something from the versions? Or I just took a different path that I never took before, because I don't remember any of this stuff. None of the switches, none of that robotic computer, none of that. Alright, at least I made sure to get a shield. Now I want the money first. Money is very important. The electrical one. I guess the B stands for barrier. I think so. It would make sense. The very last one, wow. Well, that's fine. Of course I want this one, only. That's weird, I don't remember this part, these switches. Not at all. Yeah, but this is a different path. That's the only thing I'm sure of. Was that necessary? Could have done a spin dash only. Nah. Oh my god. Well, in any case, I don't think it would be much of a great idea to use Supersonic against the final boss. Or the boss of this zone, which is not really the final boss, the very final boss. Okay, I'm more familiar with this one part. Not enough speed. Not fast enough! Oh my god, what? Ass. Yeah, these switches are... Never saw them before, I don't know. Those switches that change gravity, never saw them before. That's so weird. No, I don't think this is for shields, so... Could have gotten more rings for sure, but nah. Almost 50 lives. I thought it was going to get less throughout the playthrough. Probably as Knuckles I will end up getting way less. I don't know how close I am, I just don't remember. There's nothing that really indicates that I'm near the end. Probably the amount of time you have been wasting on here. Okay, this is good. I want to change the direction of that. I can just walk through this. Okay, I think I made it. Yeah. Right, this one battle could be annoying in terms of the amount of time you waste if you don't know what to do. You have to be constantly switching to hit that thing. It will be protecting itself using that shield. But if you keep doing this move, these things will keep switching too, and will end up hitting the boss. As you can see. That was just the first hit, I believe. I think you are safe in the teleporter itself, so that's why I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, one of them is gonna hit him at least. Take some time, I insist, but that's the way of doing it. Quite straightforward. Well, you're not quite safe in that one area. No, I did it beforehand, and I ran out of rings. That's not a good thing, but at least I made it. This is probably the coolest final boss music, at least in the 2D Sonic games. Personal opinion again. Okay. Each finger takes 3 hits. One each hand. Waiting for him to throw the flame. Can hit him up to 4 times. And there are 8 hits in total, in this second section at least. Short jumps are recommended before he shoots the laser. And there you go. Not done. Still one more part. 8 more hits to go. But this one part is not that difficult. Just run and get to the other side of the camera and make one jump. So if you don't have either supersonic or hypersonic, the game will finish here. But since I already have supersonic, I am playing this zone, so that's why it's not really necessary to get all of the emeralds in order to get to this section. Okay, here you of course have to grab as many rings as you can. That's a timer, basically. And the missiles basically will make you waste a few seconds, or get you immobilized for a few seconds. That's about it. Like this. To almost get alive here. Okay, it's time. You have to make the missiles follow you and hit the weak points with that. I'm not sure if there are 8 hits, something like that. You can move faster by pressing repeatedly the jump button. Don't go too fast though. And these little bullets can get you immobilized as well. Of course, you have to be sort of quick because you are running out of rings. I remember back in the day I had no idea about this speed up thing by pressing the jump button while flying. So I used to waste time just by staying here. But you can just grab a few rings and go for the enemy. Touch them. And then collect a few more. But I used to like waste a lot of time waiting, getting close to the enemy just by doing this. But not speeding it up, otherwise you can actually get hit by this sort of projectiles, whatever they are. It's a lot easier if you do this instead, without having to grab so many rings at all. Still hour 40. Yeah, that was it. I don't think that even took 8 hits. But yeah, with this you should be able to get the best ending to basically recover this big emerald. Even if you didn't collect the 14 emeralds, but just 7 of them. That's a whole difference. Again, in the case of Knuckles, I think the only big difference if you get either 7 or the 14 emeralds is that, yeah, Knuckles will end up possessing this big emerald, but in terms of the levels themselves, you play the same amounts, even if you don't collect all the emeralds. So that's why I won't really care much about that thing. At least playing that run probably was more important than this one, I insist. Yeah, it took around 35 minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Look at That Plane with the Sonic word backwards or whatever to the opposite side. Anyways, that was Sonic 3 and Knuckles replay, playing as Sonic, not Sonic. So yeah, probably next week I will be starting the Knuckles run, as a few of you actually wanted me to do, or at least they didn't care. Or they didn't care about me doing it right away, right after this one. So yeah, I'm doing it. And of course I'm gonna be combining that with some episodes of Non-Serious Gaming, the live stream series that I will be uploading afterwards on YouTube, in which I just finished Super Mario Bros. Wii U, or New Super Mario Bros. U, whatever the name of that piece of shit is. It's not a piece of shit game, it's a good one, actually. So yeah, we'll be combining, at least I'm talking about the material I will be uploading only on this channel. What it happens on the main channel, Retrojuegos Chile, well, it's basically a bit of everything. Just letting you know. Thanks for watching, enjoy the credits, the rest of the ending. I won't speak anymore from this point, there is no need to. So, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed.